I can't believe that it's only been a month of this channel being up and we already have 15 subscribers. I know 15 subscribers isn't a lot compared to 1 million, but it's such a great start to this channel and really highlights all of your support. So let's get this 15 subscribers special kicked off. A couple videos ago, I asked all of you to share your most haunting experiences with the Zelda franchise, and Daniel Burleson said Goma scared him as a kid, and to this day the Butler race and the Moon's water section still does make him feel uneasy. So I'd just like to say Goma scared me too, and as far as the Butler race, there was always something so uneasy feeling about how lifeless the Butler looks while moving about this maze. So thank you for your response, Daniel, and your support. Now, let's move on to today's topic. There's a few YouTube channels now that host off-camera secrets videos, and today I wanted to take a picture out of their book and do my own with Majora's Mask. Now, due to time constraints, I'm gonna make these videos in parts. Each part will feature about 4 or 5 new discoveries found from taking the camera away from its original position. I'm trying to stay away from things that have already been found, so if you find the same discovery on another channel, just be sure to let me know in the comments because they might have found more discoveries that I plan on showcasing pretty soon. And I just want to give you all the newest discoveries possible to make everything feel fresh. You're probably wondering what's happening right now, and the answer is I waited until the game over screen where the world is ending and made Link playable outside of that scene, giving us an interesting view. Turns out just right outside Zora Beach is where the scene takes place, and here we can see the skybox spinning around to give the map this rotating effect. Also, there's debris flying all around the map, but once we're playable the debris just suspends itself in midair. The top of the clock tower is actually modeled, and here we can get a closer look at the moon. Going back into the level just sends us to the 4th day glitch, and if you're not familiar with that, it's where the game loads you into a non-existent day that was left over in the game's files, where a lot of stuff is missing, and a lot of the rooms will crash your game. At the beginning of the game, there's already a lot we can examine about the Skull Kid. The first part is, while in fog, the material on his mask is made less reactive to the fog to make it stand out compared to his body. Also, changing playability in this part of the scene will show you the Skull Kid's animation as he's getting away with Epona. Weird. In this part of the scene, changing playability makes Skull Kid fly away like Superman. And then, there's a few more interesting details we can see. One, Skull Kid has this interesting insignia marked on his hands. I wonder what it means. The second is the Skull Kid has a second pair of eyes hovering above his original pair to make his eyes seem like they're glowing. At some point at the beginning of the game, the Skull Kid puts a curse on you to make you a Deku Kid. If we take the playability into this scene, we can actually attack the Deku surrounding you, and for once we can finally see the giant Deku in all angles. This is the only time you can see this Deku, so it's pretty cool to walk around it. Attacking it reveals that it has the hitbox from the small Dekus. So, now let's play the Song of Time. If we go playable while this scene activates, it ports on top of this invisible platform where we can see that the clocks below are actually 2 spiral patterns just closely offset from one another, so that when they're rotating they get off this illusion that they're constantly being created under one another. We can see that this is not the case, they're just rotating over one another. Also, this platform extends out pretty far. Lastly, so here's a couple interesting details. Turning on playability while the mask salesman is playing piano completely rotates his model around to the other side of the piano where he's sticking halfway out of it. Also, at a certain point in the game, we see the moment where the Skull Kid robs the happy mask salesman. If we play outside of this cutscene, we can see that first, the salesman is T-posing on the ground, and instead of creating a second model for the salesman's backpack, they just duplicated him and hid the second salesman further under the ground so that all we see is his backpack. Well, that's all I have for this short video. Be sure to subscribe and join the fun. Also, since I already have a lot of discoveries stored for this series, there's going to be a lot more videos coming out at a faster rate, so that means I might actually be able to keep up with my goal of a video every week. Lastly, if there's any specific scenes in Majora's Mask that you want me to check out, just let me know in the comments. But as always, stay safe and take it easy.